Look, I've been building websites for years, but the game has changed. Google isn't just a list of blue links anymore. It's now an answer engine. And if you're still citing keywords and your focus is keywords while your competition is being cited as the primary source on AI overviews, well, you're losing the game. You're losing traffic. This video will serve as a guide as your survival within the new AI era. And I'm excited to say that this video is brought to you by Semrush. And as you guys know, I only ever bring you tools that I'm genuinely interested and excited about. And to be clear, SEO, search engine optimization, isn't dead, it's just changing. It's evolving into AEO, answer engine optimization. So say we're on Google and we type in what is Semrush. When you click it through, before it used to be just blue links, but this is the zero-click reality that we now live in. So before you click the link, you'd go to the website, you'd read about it, but now we have AI overviews that kind of tell you everything you need to know. And you will notice on the side here, when we expand it on the side, we can see links to Semrush, a YouTube video, data box. So there's different links that exist that answer the question for us. So you really want to get yourself on these links here because that's where more traffic is going. It's no longer just these links here. It's like this no-click reality that we're now living in. So Franklin, you might ask, how do we get there? How do we do this whole new answer engine optimization? And the answer is Semrush. As always, I will have a link in the description below, but you can see this is what the main website looks like, and we're going to just log in. When you first sign in, you're going to see a box that's like this. It says start optimizing your online presence, enter your website, and start now. I need a website address that we're going to use. And I just launched this last week. This is Thumbnails A. It's a place to create AI thumbnails that look good, and it uses a template system with anybody. It can use inspired creators or your own template. So anyway, I created this last week. Let's start using this and let's start optimizing it for our online presence. And if you notice, I am on SEO and it is going to fetch all the keywords. It's going to do a slight audit. I'm going to come back to this in just a second, but you can see this is starting to fetch all the data for our website. On the left, we have something called AI as well, and we can see the AI visibility overview. So we can hit check visibility here as well. And you can see our brand is not visible on AI platforms yet. So on the left, we can actually click something called prompt research. And when you're on prompt research, you can type in anything you want. So I put in YouTube thumbnails, for example, and you can see the related topic AI volume. So you can see the volume in the US, we can flip to the UK, we can flip to Canada. If it exists, it will show you. Let's keep it on the US for a second. We can see all the different platforms. We can say, okay, Gemini, here's what Gemini is doing. Here's what AI overview is doing. This is all the different topics we want to tailor our website to get that traffic. So we can actually scroll down and we can see the different topics now, and we can say, okay, this is a topic that exists that people are actually looking for. So which tools are the best for designing eye-catching clickbait thumbnails? And we can click full response and you'll see the brands mentioned, the sources, you're going to see the entire response and when it was last updated. And this is cool because now you can actually see all the sources of different websites that exist that are capturing this prompt data. This is data that this is traffic that you're missing out on. So you can see all these different prompts that exist for the data. We can hit show more and you can see all the different prompts that exist just for this one topic. Where it's really cool is you can see the volume, you can see the brands, we can quickly click the brands. Again, you can see them all. We can see sources, you can see all of that. But where it gets really cool is you can create content based on this exact prompt. So which tools are best for designing eye-catching clickbait thumbnails? If we click create content, it's going to take us through and it will create an article for us that we can put on our website that's going to allow us to grab all that data, to grab all that traffic that we're missing out on for that specific prompt. So this entire prompt research tool is extremely powerful because now we have the ability to go through, we can see all 91 prompts, we can see all the brands that are being mentioned and how much data that they are taking away from our website. So we can see the source domains and we can see how many mentions that they have, how much traffic that they're getting for thumbnails. So you can see, and it makes sense, Canva is a lot of data for creating thumbnails, even though Canva truthfully isn't as good as Thumbnails A. So we are under AI, and let's go to Site Audit this time. And again, we're going to go to Thumbnails A. and it's going to bring up a site audit from an AI perspective. So we can see how healthy our website is. So it's 87%. We can see the number of pages that it's crawled, and 4 of them have issues. So if we click the 4, you're going to see, okay, these pages, our privacy has 3 issues. And if we click it, it'll tell us that the structured data in the page is invalid. It has only 1 incoming internal link, and it returns a permanent redirection status issue. So we can go through, we can make updates to these pages to ensure that they all work and they're all good. If we come back to the overview, where it's really cool is the AI search health. So it says, hey, there's 2 issues for your AI search health. And it says, okay, this page has 1 internal link. That's the one we were talking about before. And the LLMS text file has a formatting issue. So we need to better format our large language model file. And if you don't have one, you definitely want to add one in this 2026. We can also see here which are blocked or showing for AI search engines. So ChatGPT user, the search bot, Google bot, Google extended, Perplexity, Claude, so on and so forth. You want to make sure all these are good so it can actually find your website. We can see here it says invalid data structure. It's missing H1 tag from this specific page. So it says, hey, add an H1 tag to make your search engine optimization for AI better. And by going through and making these adjustments, our website will be better in terms of crawling and just being able to gather all of that AI data. So by using the site audit in combination with the prompt research, we are able to start hitting answer engine optimizations that I was talking about earlier on in the video. We can also see like pages that are crawled. We can see statistics about the pages. We can compare different crawl pages. There's progress. There's a lot of different tools here to help you optimize your website to be the best it can be. Another tool I want to talk about is brand performance. And this one is extremely powerful when we're talking about like AI tools to help your website grow. So we can see here, we have all our competition. We have Canva, Adobe Express, PicMaker, and TubeBuddy. It added this automatically. It said, hey, this is your competition. But where it gets really cool, it gives us insight, strategy that we can target. We can say, okay, this is our targeted group, and this is who we should go after. This is the perception that we have to build for our end user so they can register and use our tool. It also shows you like your voice versus sentiment. So we can say, okay, how much of a voice do we have versus are people saying good things or bad things about our product? So it's able to pull up all this information, saying whether it's favorable or not. We can see how much of the share we have. It will go through and it's going to make all these nice charts for the competition. And you can see exactly how we do versus everyone else. And right now my website is way too new to really fill in this data, but I want to have it filled in. And to help me, we have all these AI strategic opportunities. So we have like medium time frame, urgent, and you can see exactly what these look like. So if you read it, it says, hey, this is what you should be taking advantage of. This is the core business. And it even tells you recommendations as to what to target and how to target it. So we can say, okay, this is what we want to do. This is the perception we want to build for our brand. And this is going to help us build our brand to get the most out of large language models when we're optimizing for that answer engine optimization. And if we click perception, it's going to kind of build on top of that idea. So we want to own the non-designer, codify your YouTube brain, close Canva collaboration gap. So it kind of goes through all these different things to say, hey, you can do all these like changes and it's going to enhance your brand presence. And if we scroll down, it's going to say, hey, here's your key sentiment drivers. And it says, here's area for improvement. So eventually, when we come back to the visibility overview, we're going to be able to see where and how our brand is present on these different tools. We can see, hey, this is what real people are prompting to find thumbnails A through large language models, through AI overviews, which is going to help increase our traffic. Now, I want to come back here to SEO for a second because we talked about this briefly, but there are so many different things you can do on SEO. So you can see there's a large list of things. So say we want to do like, we're going to come back to SEO for a second. Say we want to do backlinks for a sec. We can actually click backlinks and we can click thumbnails A and it's going to load and we can see all the different backlinks that exist. So there's 24 of them that exist for our website. So you can actually see here, these are all the backlinks that our website has right now. And we can see it's just like one website that says we're an alternative to all these different tools. Again, the website is super new and the amount of traffic and stuff like that isn't super high just yet. But you can see, we can see our crawlability, our HTTPS, we can see our site performance, the core web vitals we have to improve. improve, and internal linking is good, and our markup. And for any of these, we can just click it and then we can say, okay, how do we improve this? Where are we going wrong? We can see our LCP is way too high and we need to fix that. And it's an image here that is taking up too much time to load, and we can go through and make these adjustments to improve our SEO. So you're getting access to like state-of-the-art AI to help enhance your website, but at the same time, you're getting traditional SEO to help you figure out like backlinks and everything else to enhance your website to maximize traffic. Semrush is really cool because it brings together AI and traditional SEO. So now you can see on the same dashboard, traditional search engine ranking and AI search results all in one place. You can track your brand presence across Perplexity, Google, ChatGPT, Claude. The list goes on. You can see it all in one spot. And then the pull prompt research is extremely powerful. And then we have the entire AI crawlability that it checks on your website. And this just ensures that AI can actually crawl your website, pull the data, and train its large language model on your website. And you want that so it can take answers. When it answers, it can say, hey, your website recommended it. Your website is the source of truth. You should go there and check it out. And then on top of all that, there are daily and weekly refreshes to keep you up to date with all the latest data that's happening around the world to ensure your website is ranking as high as humanly possible. So Semrush is a tool that I am personally using for Thumbnails A to help it get ranked as high as humanly possible for search engine optimization, for answer engine optimization, because I want to get as much traffic as possible and I want to get as many users as possible on my platform. Say we're searching how to create YouTube thumbnails, we can see the AI overview is really saying, hey, Canva, Adobe Express, it goes through, it gives us all these links, and Opus Clip is here. Great click-worthy YouTube thumbnails in seconds with AI. So that's where I want to be. I want to be here. And if we scroll down, if you notice, Opus Clip isn't even one of the top results. We have Canva, Reddit, a bunch of YouTube links, Google Help, the list goes on, but you don't see Opus Clip. So you can be ranked #1 on Google, but the citation might be different, and that's where the traffic is going because that AI citation is popping up first. And that's where you want to be. So you can use Semrush to analyze the AI recommendation and steal that citation back so you can get all of your traffic back to your own website. And under AI, they do have something called competitor research. So we can enter our domain, we can enter some competitors, and we can run an analysis to see how we stack up and what we can do different, do better, again, to take our traffic back. Semrush is offering a 14-day free trial, which is double the normal time as long as you're using my link below. If you're serious about your brand's future, you're going to want to be on Semrush because it's going to help you get the edge on AI before your competitors do. And again, this is something I truly believe in. This is something that I am personally using on Thumbnails A to help me rank better, to help boost my traffic. Thanks for Semrush for bringing you this video, and I would never bring you a video that I didn't truly believe in myself. And again, this is one I do. Let me know what your experience is in the comments below. Love to know what you think. Just share your thoughts. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. I cover AI on a daily basis, trying to keep you up to date with the latest and greatest tools that I personally find useful. So this one I do. And don't forget to leave a like on the video. Tell the algorithm you enjoy this type of content and want to see more of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow with another AI video.